So some of the things that I see, and I'm sure there's a vast array, but a few things that I'll mention. One, for some of the companies, they're hiring an intern for the very first time. This is new territory for them. This is uncharted territory. What could I do with another employee that could help me with this area or that area? So some of that dreaming ability that the students have, that they're coming in, has been a great connection. Also for the students that have dreams and ideas of, maybe since you were a kid, and you're finally getting an opportunity to put those in motion and to test out some of your theories that you've had. If I could just do this, or if I could create this, or if I had this opportunity, you're really getting a testing ground, almost like a petri dish, to experiment a little bit with everything that you've been learning and thinking up until now to see if it works. And the internship is a great place to do that, because sometimes you're in it and you find out it really works. Other times, like, this was a bad idea, but I'd rather you learn the bad idea now than have to be stuck in a job for years that you wish you weren't in. One of the biggest things that I would ask and encourage you to do is start early. You have friends that own businesses, your parents have friends that own businesses, you've got a connection from some civic organization, maybe a club that you're in, a sports team, a church, whatever it might be. And asking business owners, sometimes we ask, do you have an internship position open? And I would encourage, the question more is, who could I talk to, or who do you know that I could speak with about getting an internship? And instead of them just giving you a yes or no, you've just opened it up to their whole broad spectrum of people that they know. So start early asking about potentials for, hey, what about the fall? What about the spring? What about the summer? Because sometimes people need months to put that in motion. Sometimes they've got something sooner. So start early. If you haven't contacted me yet, please do so, because if I know that you want an internship in business and you'd really like it to be something across with construction, then as I'm in the community talking to business owners that run construction companies, I'm going to be able to have that conversation with them, knowing that you are a potential candidate that's going to fit that. So the earlier you can have a conversation with me, the earlier I can have conversations with them and to help get you started on the paperwork and the trajectory to get you registered and completed. So in the nitty-gritty of networking, some things that you probably have access to now. I'm assuming you have a bank. COVID is a little bit more difficult, but make a call to the bank, ask to talk to somebody at the bank. You have an account there. Who could I talk with? I'm trying to pursue something at Milliken. You have insurance. Call an insurance agent and tell them the same thing and ask, because you're looking for people that also have big networks. So somebody that has a lot of touch points, a lot of clients that they work with. Who do you know that has a lot of clients? That they maybe could go, hey, I've been talking to my friend Jim over at this company, and I think they're looking for something like that. So you know more than you think you do, but you need to start talking to those, making those networks early, because a conversation, it's a week for me to get a hold of them, and then another week and another week. So you got to start months out to try to make sure you have one when you're ready. I think my advice for students that are already in an internship is just to realize that your employer is looking for someone that excels, that takes initiative, that wants to make the place better after they've left than it was before they came. So if you have nothing to do, look for a broom, look for papers that need to be shred, find some little things that you can take initiative with, and that's going to speak volumes to an employer. And whether you keep a job with who you're interning, or you're just going to get a stellar reference for the next job that your current employer is going to speak into. So look for ways that you can stand out, that you can stand above the crowd, that you're going to be a harder worker, that you're going to make sure you're always there on time, a little bit early, stay a little bit late, go in the extra mile, and that is going to help employers take notice of you, and that is going to go great on a resume and references and for your long-term employment possibilities. If you're interested in doing an internship and it's the spring or the summer or even next fall, an initial contact with me, the best way to get a hold of me is Tabor Internships at milliken.edu. That's an email address that I monitor, and that helps get you kind of in my system of who's looking for an internship. And I can start processing what area, what's your subject, when is it that you're wanting to do this. From time to time, employers or agencies are going to contact me saying, hey, I've got a need coming up this spring in accounting. What accounting students do you know that are looking for an internship? If I haven't heard from you and don't know your name, I don't even know to share that information with you. Again, my name is Travis Bodden. I'm the internship coordinator for Tabor Business School at Millikan University. You can contact me at Tabor Internships at millikan.edu. I look forward to hearing from you.